Hello T-Bag, Cinemax77 coming at you today from the YouTube channel. I am doing a knife review for y'all today. And this is over a knife that I've only had for a couple of weeks, but I really like it. As a matter of fact, I've done a lot with this knife in a couple of weeks. It literally has not left my side at all in about 2 weeks since I got it. So let's get down right to it. Today's knife is the Crkt Ripple, designed by Ken Onion. Let's go ahead and open this beautiful little bastard for y'all. We can go ahead and go over some specs with y'all real quick. Y'all have a overall length of 7 3/8 inches with a 4 1/4 inch handle, a 3 1/4 inch long cutting edge, and a 4 1/4 inch long blade. And actually, I think that's more like almost 3 3/4 inch long blade, but that's me. Let's see. It has aluminum scales with stainless steel liners. You have a high carbon stainless steel blade. I have yet to really find out what steel is made, what steel this is, but it's really nice. It also comes with the IKBS, and that stands for Internal Knife Ball Bearing System that Crkt is using. It is flipper design. That's the only way to open it. There are no studs, nothing like that. Really, it's really too smooth to pinch and open. So it's a flipper, and it really works out. It really flips out quite nice, y'all. It's smooth, and I do mean this is the smoothest knife by far I've ever got my hands on when it comes to opening. The craftsmanship of this knife is unbelievable. All the holes that are milled in this line up perfectly. I do mean perfectly. The milling done on the back for the jimping lines up perfectly with the jimping on the blade. The holes in the pocket clip line up perfectly with the holes in the scales and in the knife. This knife has had a lot of thought put into it. You have an extremely high, I say 3/4 high hollow grind with a swedge up top, and the swedge is actually pretty long. It starts basically right here and goes all the way down, so it's almost a full length swedge. What else? Let's see. It's lightweight. I'm going to say no more than 3 ounces total. And I'm actually think I'm giving it like about a ½ ounce or two. Yeah, about a ½ ounce worth of extra weight there. Let's see what else. It's extremely light in the pocket. You can barely tell it's there. It comes just wicked sharp. With a little bit of stropping. I actually have this hair popping sharp right now, and I have not had any problems out of this edge. As a matter of fact, I didn't find anything really wrong with this knife at all. But I do have a couple of cons that I would like to discuss. First of all, I don't like the fact that it is tip down, carry only. I'm a man who likes options. So, and for those of y'all who's going to take this knife apart, and a bunch of y'all will when you get it, because you want to see that ball bearing system, I warn you right now, either A, do it over a bandana, or B, do it over a magnetized tray, because it's what they call a caged ball bearing system, which means the ball bearings basically sit in a cup and they're loose inside the cup. That's it. So when you take it apart, pretty please do that so that way you can catch or keep track at least of as many of those bearings as possible, because they're just a little bit bigger than the ball detent in here. And I would like to talk about the ball detent real quick. Now, for a knife being extremely smooth as this is, as y'all can see, there, finally. It took a lot of hard shakes to get that to happen, to get it to drop like that. And I do mean a lot. That was doing it as hard as I could. And that's the only time it popped open. The detent is quite nice. You do have to have a little bit of pressure to pop it open. But once open, it's open. The lockup on it is early. Extremely early. I'm not giving it no more than 20% right now. And that's on a knife that I guarantee y'all that has had well over 10,000 flips on it in just a couple of weeks. I'm not lying. This thing is addictively sick to play with. And the cool thing is the flipper has jimping on it, so that way you get a good bite when you flip it out. And when it flips out and becomes the rest of the finger choil, you know, you got a good little bite to help keep it in its place. There's not been one grip that I've come across that this knife does not feel comfortable in. There were some hot spots when I got the knife, but I fixed those, and those being that inside of your liners, the aluminum ones, the edges were extremely sharp. You know, I found myself cutting fingers, you know, just little like paper cuts, but still cutting. So after I took it apart to see what the ball bearing system looked like, I actually sanded down the edges on the inside all the way around a little bit, just to knock a little bit of that sharpness off. And it worked. It's a beautiful knife. I really like it. I like the fact that this is the model that you can get from Walmart. I do believe this is a Walmart exclusive. Don't quote me on that, but I do believe it is. It runs anywhere from $30 to $35 at Walmart. Right now it's on sale for $30, and they cannot keep them in stock. The high-end model of this one is a frame lock design, this one being a liner lock, and the construction, overall construction and quality of that knife is so much better, but it's also like $100 knife. But that's neither here nor there. I really like this one. I really do. It's a great EDC knife. It's an excellent slicer. It's great for self-defense as well. That thing's not going anywhere. With this quote Ripple design milled into the handles, you really got a good bite, a good purchase when it comes to a grip. It is a thin knife, extremely thin for a knife of its size. You know, give y'all a quick size comparison here. Because right now I am using my ratio of size comparison to a very popular design. A lot of people have either owned one or held one or played with one or something similar to it. My standard is going to be a Endura, because not only is it a popular design, but it's the most common Spyderco you will find on YouTube. And, you know, and you got the Crkt 2. You know, roughly both of them about the same size, okay? Alright, so size comparison, we're going to do this. People like doing it, you know, tip to tip. I like doing it handle to handle, really. So we're going to get those about as squared up as we can. And as you can see, the Endura is much larger in length than the Ripple. course, the leaf blade on the Endura is much wider than the drop point style of the Ripple, and it's also wider, or wider, yes, all that, yeah. I'm digressing, I'm confusing myself for a second. I'm back. But there's y'all's size comparison. So I'm going to classify this in the medium size category for EDC folders. It does just right bump up to the limit of my $30 budget folder. So I'm going to classify this in there with it as a budget folder. It's an excellent budget folder. I suggest if you do not have one to go get one, because these things are addictive. They're smooth, they're practical, and they really and truly do look nice. Alright, y'all, that's it for my video for today. I hope it has educated as well as entertained. Comment and subscribe if you have not. Thank you all for watching my videos. Keep your finger on the troll. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, y'all. Bye.